Hey guys, what's going on? This is Kyle from Too Much Bricks, and welcome back. So today's a quick look at the Sith Trooper Battle Pack, ages 6 and up, set 75266 and 105 pieces. Now, I am so happy that I was finally able to get my hands on this battle pack because I really wanted it for so long and I wasn't able to find it anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and move the box out of the way so you can get a better look at the set itself. It has 4 minifigures. 3 are the actual Sith Troopers themselves, and then just one general, but we'll get a look at those in a minute. I'm going to just take a quick look at the speeder, which is probably the least interesting thing about the set, which is kind of true for all battle packs. I mean, most people will buy them just for the minifigures, and then, you have the little builds in between that you can keep or just scrap for parts. But I think that this speeder build is really nice. I think they did a nice job. It can seat 3, I believe, 1, 2, and then one driver here. You get a little throttle there, and then you got various little places for your gun and for people that can also sit on there. You got another little throttle, it looks like, over there. Got some more boosters on the back. It's got some grates there to represent where the exhaust will come out. Nothing too fancy about the bottom. You just have one of those smooth round tiles to allow it to slide, but they don't include any over here, which I was surprised about. Overall, it's fairly simple. I mean, there's nothing really else to say about that. Now, the guns that they come with are just the regular stud shooters, which I was a little bit disappointed about because the original, if I could just get this focused, there you go. The gun that it originally came with for the Sith Trooper looked much better in my opinion, and I wish we had gotten that, which I'll show you in a minute. But the gun that it gave you for the general it's the same thing. It's just a regular stud shooter with a nozzle piece stuck onto the back end of it for a little extension that can be clipped in to this throttle over here. You can clip it in with the nozzle piece, or you can clip it in with the actual handle on the box. It actually shows you with the handle, so you can have that in the front as you're driving. You can place some figures in there. This is how they have it on the box. You have the Sith Trooper standing up in the front to shoot the gun, and then the general is sitting down, and then you have these two that are supposed to be flying outside of it. That's what it shows on the box, because these do have little jetpacks, which we'll take a closer look at in a minute. But if you really wanted to put all your figures in, you can fit all 4 on there. It is a little bit crowded. It's really meant to hold 3. I just have this guy sitting on the outside, but it can fit 3 comfortably. You got 2 seats in the back and then one for him to stand up, and then you can have just one trooper running in. But enough about the speeder itself. Let's dive into the minifigs. Starting off with the least interesting figure in the set is probably the general. They don't actually name any of these figures, but it just looks like a general. Got the generic face. We've gotten that a lot before. And then that's just the stud shooter that they gave him over there. Nice torso printing. Got the red lines coming through. Little symbol there. Symbol on the belt and a symbol on the top of his hat. His hat is cool. It's kind of like the General Hux hat a little bit for generals. It's a nice design, but taking that off and spinning him around. Got a little bit of back on the torso printing, just some seams and creases in there. But yeah, overall he is a very plain figure, and since this is the Sith Trooper Battle Pack, I personally really didn't need this figure. I mean, it's nice to get like a Sith General. For those of you who have seen Rise of Skywalker, for the Final Order, it's nice to get one of those. But I mean, I just would have loved to seen a 4th Sith Trooper, because I mean, you got 2 of the jetpack guys and only 1 of the regular troopers, which I'll talk about later on. But I think I would have liked to seen maybe him replaced for a trooper. But let's move on to the next ones. All right, next up is one of the Sith Troopers. You only get 1 of these in this pack. Personally, these are the coolest, in my opinion, using the new design of the First Order Stormtrooper helmet, just recolored in red, and have added a little bit more detailing, such as this black line down the middle, which is accurate to the movie. I really like the look and color of the helmets. As for the head, just a regular angry clone face that we've gotten so many times before. Regular generic stud shooter there, and then you got some nice detailing and printing for the actual suit of the trooper. And this one is actually different from the rest, since this is just a regular one. And then you got some nice printing on the back. I'm going to show you once more with everything on it. There's a look at the first trooper. I'm bringing in the next one. I decided to do both of them together since these are identical now in comparison to the helmet we got on the other one. These helmets are a little bit different since these are supposed to be different troopers that actually can fly with jetpacks. As those who have seen Rise of Skywalker, Poe Dameron says, "They fly now." So you could see the difference there. I personally think these are still cooler, even though these are something we've really never seen before and are a little bit more detailed in the molding. I just like this design better personally, but you just got an angry clone face. All of them have angry clone faces except the general. They both have the regular black generic stud shooters. They all came with stud shooters this time around. And then, you got a little bit of different printing on the torso. Legs are all the same from what I can tell, but you got a little bit different printing for the torsos on these two. You see you got those symbols there. Then on this one, spinning them around, you can get a better look at their jetpack. So I'll actually take that off for you. It has a 1x2 tile. Sorry about that. It has a 1x1 tile that is printed that you just stick on there, and then we've gotten this jetpack many times before. There we go. So you can see it's just got that stud on there, and then it gives you a printed, no stickers in this set, a printed 1x1 that you just stick on there, and then it can go on your figure. And then there's just a look at the printing behind the jetpack one that is covered away from the actual jetpack. Similar, identical to the other one, but just a little bit different by having some black exposed under there. But you can see you got the lines for the detailing there. I think that looks really, really nice. And that completes it for the Sith Trooper Battle Pack review, ages 6 and up, 105 pieces, and set 75266. Retails from around $10 to $15 to almost $20 in the US. For the price point, depending on where you are, I think it's good. I would have liked to seen this maybe be a $10. That's just me personally. I know I've heard a couple people actually hoping and surprised that this was a 10 or a 15 and wanted it to be a 5. I think that would be way too low because most battle packs will go around 10 to 15, especially for one as sought after as this. You got the Mandalorian battle pack as well as this one that were sought after around the same time. I mean, just getting the Sith troopers. This would be, I would say, a 9 for me. The speeder, for what it's supposed to be, I mean, it's not really that good looking or fancy, but I mean, it's good for what it is. The troopers are great. The general is great. I don't have an actual problem with the general. I just really wish they wouldn't have included this and included another one of these. The only other time you can get these, as far as I know, if I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section down below. We've gotten only 2 of these. You get one in this, and then you could get another one in Kylo Ren's shuttle, the newer one. And that one actually came with a brick built or a part built gun, just one of the Jurassic World tranquilizers guns redone in black with the red lightsaber handle. And I think it looks pretty nice for what it's going to, for what it's trying to be. I mean, it's a simple build, and I would have liked to seen that incorporated in here instead of the stud shooters. I know a couple of my friends and other YouTubers agree, and Lego fans agree that they need to do away with the stud shooters. But I mean, they're good for what they're supposed to be, for playability for kids. I mean, just shooting the stud by pressing the trigger on top, I think it's fun. And but I personally would have rather just seen, as I said, those part-built guns and another instead of the general, the trooper. But overall, I think the set was very nice. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it helpful. And if you did, leave it in the comment section down below. Be on the lookout for more videos coming out soon. Remember, you can never have too much bricks. See you in the next video, and keep building. Bye for now.